Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a theatre impresario. My name is Derek upon Tweed. It's an honour for you to have me here tonight. I am showcasing for your delectation the delight of a wonderful French theatre troupe entitled Théâtre du Bastard. I have been on tour with them for 3 months. I find them very difficult to work with. They will be performing for your enjoyment an erotic masterpiece they have written themselves entitled Emile. It is a tale of obsession as only the French can perform. I will be providing a narrative commentary for the assistance of the partially sighted among you in accordance with the terms of my parole. I ask you now, ladies and gentlemen, to warmly welcome Théâtre du Bastard. Actors, prepare yourselves. Oh, what a night! Late September back in '63. It was a very special night for he and she. Emile was beautiful, truly beautiful. She looked just like Britney Spears. Jacques was a proud man. He had the arrogance of youth. He was handsome and he knew it, though he had just a slight touch of Bell's palsy, from which he had completely recovered. But every now and then it came back, went away again, came back on the other side of his face. In the main, he was fine, though he did look a bit like a fat Rick Mail. Emile had fallen in love with Jacques, and she longed to express that love. She flashed him her most winning smile. Not that one, that looked like Sonia from EastEnders. She tried again. And there was the smile that would win Jacques' heart. Jacques smiled back, the broadest possible smile. And Jacques' smile transformed Emile's smile to one of lust. A powerful lust. An overwhelming lust. The sort of lust that could destroy worlds. Oh. The moment was too intense for both of them, and they fell away to eating their food. Emile loved to eat. She loved grapes, and she devoured them hungrily. Grape after grape she popped into her eager mouth. Jacques enjoyed the simple biscuit set before him, though he was a clumsy eater and got one stuck in his lower lip. Emile was still piling grape after grape into her mouth, sometimes as many as 10 in at one time. And then another 17. Room for 3 more, do you reckon? Emile smiled at Jacques. It was at this point that Jacques decided... It was at this point that Jacques decided to impress Emile by taking another biscuit and this time placing it in his upper lip. Emile was still piling grapes into her mouth. But now Emile could bear it no longer. She had to speak to Jacques. To speak to Jacques. Don't hold your tongue, Emile. But Jacques hadn't understood. Emile panicked, and in her panic, she began to squawk like a parrot. This drove Jacques frantic with passion. He longed to touch. He needed to touch himself. He began to play with his own breasts. Not through clothing, actually against the skin. He began to violently wobble his own 39-year-old udders. Wobble your udders, Jacques. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. This drove Emile frantic with passion. She was still squawking. She was still shoving grapes in. But now she took the simple biscuits set before her and started to slam them into her own head. Alternately shoving biscuits, slamming grapes and shoving biscuits. This drove Jacques wild with desire. His Bell's palsy returned on both sides of his face. Emile was frantically passionate. She was still squawking, still shoving grapes in, still slamming grapes and shoving biscuits. But now she needed to robotic dance as well. They were frantically in love with each other. They could only express their love in one way, by showing each other their pubes.
What?
Jacques showed Emile his greying pubes. Emile showed Jacques her balding pubes. Come on, show each other your pubes. Cocks out, no boners. Cocks out, no boners. Show each other your pubes. Come back. That was the magic of the theatre, live on your television. Thank you. Good night.